Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am your teacher, Mrs. Aksa Kanwal, Assistant Professor of English from Government Degree College for Women, Dubai Mahal Road, Bahawalpur. I welcome you all in this online lecture and wish you joyous and safe summer vacation. Dear students, our today's chapter is the 15th and the last short story of your English compulsory book, and the name of the story is The Little Willow by Francis Tower. Let us have its main points. We start with the main characters. The enlisted ones are the main characters in this story, which include the three Avery sisters, Charlotte, Brenda, and Lisby. And the next two are the male characters, Simon Byrne and Captain Oliver. Points to remember. The Little Willow is a love story. It is a story of three sisters. They lived in their family house called the Court House. The Court House was situated in the woods in the neighborhood of London. The two elderly sisters, Charlotte and Brenda, were very social, charming, and rather flirts. The first slide gives us introduction about the story, the characters, and their residence. The points include the introduction to the two sisters who are similar or alike in their behavior of making false love to the soldiers who happen to visit the courthouse to spend their holidays. Lisby, the youngest sister, was just opposite to her elderly sisters as she was sober, unattractive, and reserved in nature. The army officers often came there to spend their holidays at the courthouse with Avery sisters. They were received and welcomed by Charlotte and Brenda, who chatted with them frankly. Both of them were flirtatious with the young military officers as they expressed their love to them. If one lover died in war, his picture was replaced by a new one. They were well versed in the art of making false love. In contrast, Lisby was away from the pomp and show at the courthouse. She had a pure and simple heart. Dear students, this second slide gives us information about the third Avery sister, who is quite opposite to her sisters in nature as well as in appearance. Unlike her sisters, she is pale and unattractive but possesses the pure and sweet heart. We see that Charlotte and Brenda are charming and attractive outwardly, but they don't possess a pure heart, whereas Lisby is not attractive apparently but possesses a jewel-like heart full of pure feelings. Stephen Elliott was one of Charlotte's friends. He introduced Simon Byrne to the Avery sisters. On his arrival, the youngest Avery sister, Lisby, for the first time felt in the depth of her heart a sort of spiritual relationship with him. Like Lisby, Simon Byrne also felt this strange feeling in his heart. Both were shy and reserved, so didn't express their love to each other. Charlotte and Brenda were charming and talkative and used to give soldiers a good company. So Lisby very strangely thought that Simon Byrne came there for Brenda perhaps. The time of departure came for Simon Byrne. Dear students, we are introduced with two more characters in this slide. One is Stephen Elliott. He brings Simon Byrne, the other and the central character in the story, to the courthouse to meet and relax with the Avery sisters. Like Lisby, he is also not much attractive, but Lisby, for the first time in her heart, feels a sort of strange emotions for him. He appears to her as of her own kind. On the other hand, we see that Simon Byrne also feels the same feelings for Lisby, but none of them expresses their love to each other as both are shy, reserved, and silent. Whereas Brenda wants to win the love of this man, Lisby gets a misunderstanding that Brenda might be the love interest of Simon Byrne. But when the time to return to war comes for Simon Byrne, a strange incident happens which becomes the pivotal point in the story. Brenda was too busy that day to bid a goodbye to Simon. Lisby happened to see him off. Before his departure, Lisby gave him the Little Willow as a gift, which Simon was much thankful for. Simon went to the front and was killed in the war. His friend Captain Oliver attended him in the hospital on his deathbed. Before his death, Simon told Captain Oliver about his love for the girl who had given him the Little Willow. Of course, Simon did not mention the name of his beloved. Captain Oliver is an important visitor of the courthouse. Dear students, the story proceeds and the climax of the story comes. When the departure day of Simon Byrne comes, we see Brenda too busy with another lover to see off Simon Byrne. So this falls in Lisby's fate to bid him goodbye. But before they separate, Lisby gives Simon the Little Willow, which she once bought with her own savings. It is a costly and a fine piece of decoration, and Simon Byrne is glad and thankful to receive such a present from Lisby. Taking the gift, Simon goes to war and is killed. But before his death on the hospital, he is attended by his friend Captain Oliver, who is also an important visitor of the courthouse. On his deathbed, Simon Byrne informs Captain Oliver of his secret love with the girl who has given him the Little Willow. Simon keeps the Little Willow so near to his heart in his pocket that he carries it with him even on the war front. But Captain Oliver does not get to know about the name of the girl. Months later, he came to attend the wedding ceremony of Charlotte. He told Lisby about Simon Byrne's death and his secret love for the girl who had gifted him the Little Willow. Listening about Simon's death and knowing that she had been his secret love, tears rolled down her eyes. She confessed her love with Simon Byrne before Captain Oliver, saying, "He was my dear, dear love." Lisby wept soundlessly while Oliver left. Brenda received some letters and told Lisby that there was none for her. Lisby replied calmly, "I have had mine, one that was never written." Dear students, let's analyze the ending of the story. We see that the war is over and Charlotte gets married. Captain Oliver is also one of the guests who have come to attend the wedding. He wants to know about the girl who gifted Simon Byrne the present of the Little Willow. He talks to Lisby and tells her the whole story. When Lisby gets to know that she was the love interest of Simon Byrne, tears start rolling down her face. And hence, Captain Oliver also gets to know that it was Lisby who gave the Little Willow to Simon Byrne, as she confesses before Captain Oliver in bare words that he was my dear, dear love. And days later, when Brenda receives a letter, she tells Lisby that there was no letter for her. And the story ends with Lisby's confident reply that "I have had mine, which was never written," meaning that through Captain Oliver, Lisby has received the love signals from her late lover, although this message was never written. In this way, we see that the story, The Little Willow, is the story of unexpressed or an untold love of the lovers. In the end, I say you thank you, with the hope that you would have understood it. Take care. Allah Hafiz.